Welcome to the Bear With Me podcast with AP and KP. For the first time in the 2024-25 school year, we are back. Although we weren't really back last year, but we're back again.
We're terrible.
We're going to be a lot better this year. And
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We have a guest here today, if you want to introduce yourself.
My name is Kyle Veatch, and I am the new athletic director here at Monroe Central. Not a new place for me, obviously. Nope. Been here quite a bit. But
yeah, tell us about your background here, Veatch.
New role. Well, in 2012, I came here to coach football and haven't really left.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. And it was a very important time in my life. I was 21 years old. Just a dumb kid kind of still. And really grew up here, and I've loved it here at Monroe Central, and coached football, coached track, been involved. Past 7 years I've worked in the special ed department, so the opportunity to serve at an even better level, or bigger level, not better, bigger level across our athletic programs has been an awesome opportunity. And you know, I've really been working at it for about 2 weeks now, and I look forward to getting into the school year. So,
yep. And if you know of the last year, I was our athletic director and decided to step away to focus on athletic training. And so I am hired officially as the assistant athletic director, athletic trainer, and public relations. So this has a key in public relations, so the podcast will happen more often.
And I have nothing to do with this school.
Yes.
Adrian, hire me.
Yep. Hashtag go Bears. Veatch, tell us about your childhood.
My childhood. All right. So first of all, I hate talking about myself.
Just a brief synopsis.
Sure. I was born in the Dayton, Ohio area. Thank you. Thank you. Born in the Dayton, Ohio area. Moved to Muncie in 8th grade. Moved to Muncie in 8th grade, at the end of 8th grade, and graduated from Monroe Central High School. Don't hold that against me. That's where I obviously played for Coach Hostetler, who's been instrumental in my adult life as a mentor. Has done a lot for me. Has become family, really. Mm-hmm. And then obviously when the time came and he came out here, to be honest with you, I didn't know where Monroe Central was. I'd seen their logo a few times, seen that brown and gold logo a few times, but you gave me a map, I couldn't tell you where it was. Mm-hmm. And funny enough,
you ended up here.
Here I am, and I love it. So,
Tell us a little bit about your familia.
My familia. I have the greatest wife in the world, and I am not saying that for brownie points. It is true. I am very, very lucky. I do not deserve it. Her name is Sarah. She works at the Ball Hospital.
Oh, cool.
Amazing at her job. I won't get too in depth with it, but just for her own privacy. But we have a dog named Rudy.
Rudy
is awesome. He is an Aussie doodle.
Oh.
He loves and loves and loves.
Yep.
And then that's it. We don't have any kids, so we work a lot. We spend time together, and that's where I am right now. My mom and dad live about a mile and a half from us, which is nice.
Papa Veatch.
Yeah, Papa Bear and Mama Bear, not too far away, so it's pretty nice right now.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you in the AD role, and I know you'll do very good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's kind of it took a couple days to go from you being my boss to me kind of being your boss. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Little switcheroo.
That was a little weird. Something came up one of those first days, and I said, "How do we do this?" And KP looked at me and said, "We can do it however you want."
Yeah. I'll show you how I'm doing it, and then we'll go from there.
How do you want to do it?
Yeah. How do you want to do it? I don't know. So
figure it out.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. Everybody's been really supportive. So for other ADs, gosh, I mean, just even reaching out and saying if you need anything. Obviously, the network of coaching friends built up over the years has been awesome, and having those resources stepping into a role like this, I couldn't imagine not having.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
So it's been a great experience so far.
Good. You're also on the football staff still. Would you tell us about the upcoming football season as well?
Oh, sure, yes. Well, if you follow along at home, we had a rough start to the beginning of last season, and as the season went on, our team began to find their footing and identity and really start to put the puzzle pieces together. And we were in a war in the sectional championship against Sheridan and just came up short in that one, and return a lot coming into this season. Looking forward to the start of August here, and the whole group is together every single day, and we can really work on this puzzle piece, or puzzle that is our team. And high expectations, high standards, no pun intended, no pun intended for the season ahead. So we're excited about it and ready to get to work.
Good. A very random fact that I just thought of, Veatch and AP here are 364 days apart in their age.
Yes.
You typed in your birth date earlier, and I was like, oh, yeah.
KP, I'm pretty sure that's a HIPAA violation, but I'm going to let it slide.
It's all right.
We can. I can.
We're old. We're old.
we can beep it out. If you heard beeps, I don't know what we talked about.
Yep.
Yeah. Veatch, what I guess what's your goal for this year, being the AD now?
Keep all my hair.
It's a good goal to have.
No, I'm going to be learning to be the best resource for our coaches and student athletes as possible. And that starts by, tomorrow. I don't know when this podcast is exactly going to come out, but we have a all coaches meeting here soon. Looking forward to that. Just getting in front of everybody and making myself available to them, which so far everybody's been awesome, reaching out, communication, all that stuff. And then, I don't know everything. And so far I've been really honest. If I don't know the answer to the question, I don't know, but we're going to find out.
All right. Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, help lead this athletic department and together collectively.
Better than you.
Well, that's mean.
Hey, we're a tag team duo here. We're gonna make it even better than I was.
Having KP is something.
That's a major.
It's a leg up, and I recognize that. Having somebody who has done the job, has been around. Mr. Golden Bear himself, Kyle Parkinson. There's no N in the middle of his name.
No N.
For
Thank you.
everybody sending him emails, it is Park-I-Son. Not Parkinson.
Not like the disease.
Also, funny enough, Veatch and I are going to get very well. It's lucky because we're both in the athletic department, but my email is Kyle P and his email is Kyle V. Oh. One letter separates us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those Kyles.
Yeah. There's something about them.
It's a Kyles. It's a whole thing.
We need to create a Kyle squared logo.
Oof.
The world's not ready for that.
I know. We still need to figure out our Golden Bear logo with the actual bear.
What does that mean?
We had a bear logo. Tillman had somebody create a bear face logo. We have it on one of our hats, but we never really did much with it. And then I reached out to the guy, and he can't seem to remember. So,
do you like the yellow ones that we got? Like my. Let's see if I can find that.
It has eye black.
The worst bear I've ever. No, not that one. The other one that we didn't even wear.
I don't remember that.
I'll have to find it.
It's terrible.
Terrible bear.
It's awful. Yeah. I mean, what face bears could you do?
We have that's ours.
We had somebody design it.
They did design it.
So they can't find the design now because it's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach back.
What'd Tillman do with it?
Well, Tillman's drive his Monroe Central drive doesn't exist, so we can't look it up.
I know all very fascinating things.
Yeah.
That you are, I'm sure,
all of you are wanting to know.
Very interested about.
Yes. Speaking of,
when they come out, you can buy the stuff.
Yeah. The upcoming school year, we'll talk about that a little bit. So our athletically, our first official day of practices are August 5th, besides girls golf. I think it's August 2nd. They
It is August 2nd.
They get that one day up since they start so early. But school-wise,
when does school start?
August 7th is the first student day. August 5th.
Very early.
Teachers, yeah, no, it's a lot earlier
So
when we were in
early.
school. I'd say it's about the same for the last few years now, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way we've kind of done the last couple school years, I have liked. Fall break has been a little longer.
Because it's what, 2 weeks?
What's
fall
that?
break?
No, it's one full week.
Oh, one full.
Back-
I guess that
not long
used
ago,
to be.
it used to be like 2 days.
2 days. That's it.
Which
That's it.
wasn't much of a fall
Christmas
break at all.
Is Christmas
I think it's
week and a half, 2 weeks?
something like
Christmas,
that.
yeah, it's
Okay,
it's a little bit
that's
longer
that's
than
what I
last year,
was
think.
thinking. I think is that one's.
We have that
longer.
first week in January. I think we're not here.
Oh, okay.
The way
I
the
gotcha.
calendar flipped.
By the way, if you happen to be watching this podcast, which I don't know why you would be watching us sweating our butts off
Hey,
here.
so hot in
we
here.
get a lot of
There is-
YouTube views though.
They are working on
And you're in
the
long
air
sleeves.
conditioning, the air conditioning in the building, and have been all summer. So it is a very warm and
It's very
sticky in here.
tostados.
Yes, and that is sweat. If you think you're seeing a sweat, that is sweat.
Sweat dripping down.
We just glisten in our beings of handsomeness. I tried to pull up the.
There we
go.
Oh, okay.
There's not much.
Mine wasn't working.
There's not much service in here. Although I feel like that wasn't the case last year. Speaking of the podcast, we do have a sponsor of the podcast. It is Monroe Central Athletic Training at Monroe Central AT on TikTok.
Who?
Go Bears.
Who?
The at Monroe Central AT on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Bought all the equipment, and it's still... Well, no. Hold on. We have a new announcement. I forgot to tell AP this.
Oh,
even
that's good,
We
too.
do have another sponsor of the podcast.
Oh.
Stop and Sip in Parker City. They are our
Let's
sponsor.
go.
Yes. If you
let's
lived under a
go.
rock for the last little bit.
Thanks, Jane and Lindsay.
Yes, Jane and Lindsay. Thank you. Stop and Sip in Parker City. I don't know the
Fantastic.
address off the top of my head. Turn down Main Street.
Main Street.
And go past the stop sign. It's right there to your right.
Right before the mailbox.
Yeah.
Or the railroad tracks.
Yes. Biscuits and gravy is to die for. That's one of Reese's favorites as well. She'll endorse that. Pancake sandwiches. Just had one.
Did you have one?
And they
Fantastic.
also have pop. They
Very
have smoothies.
Coffees.
They have light lunch now. They have sliders and salads.
Wraps.
So wraps. Want to give them a shout out. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast.
We appreciate it.
Yep. And
we take payment in biscuits and gravy.
works with me. I mean, we can probably figure that out.
And
Jane
if
and
you
Lindsay
would
for
like
listening.
to sponsor
Yeah.
the podcast or be a Monroe Central Athletic sponsor,
Yep.
reach out.
Yep.
Kyle V at MonroeCentral.org, Kyle P at MonroeCentral.org. We'll get you hooked up.
We will definitely get you hooked up.
You too could be a Parkinson sandwich as I am currently.
Yes. Parkinson sandwich.
It's a fun time.
That's when you start calling it.
Yes.
Okay, I was looking up athletically, just looking at the first contest for some of these fall sports that we have. Football, we have Adams. We do no longer have an MC Jamboree, so we just have a scrimmage against Adams Central. That's on Friday, August 16th. And then our first official game, we bring back Winchester to the house. So August 23rd, we host Winchester. That's a 7:30 start. It was a very packed
Is that for football?
yeah, varsity football, very packed. The first year we hosted
As
them
it should be.
and at Winchester last year.
Did we win the first year?
We won the first year.
Absolutely.
That has been such a good game for both of our communities. It's like, playing in the backyard with your cousin a little bit. Everybody knows everybody. It's highly spirited and competitive, but respectful. At least these first couple years have been. And, Coach Jones over at Winchester has gone through a lot over the past year. So if you have a minute, say a prayer. I won't go too far into all that, but he deserves some thoughts there. And it's been a good game. I look forward to it this year.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.
Moving on to volleyball, we have a new coach in the house.
We do.
We have Rick Johnson.
Oh,
Okay. I forgot to tell you, we actually.
is that Rick that announces?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Rick Johnson, he's also our
Congratulations.
7th grade science teacher. He's going to take over the reins as our varsity volleyball coach, and we have some new staff members as well on his staff. They also do a scrimmage first, so August 13th at 6 p.m. They travel to South Adams, 6 p.m. start. And their first official game is with Union City, and it's actually home. So August 20th is a Tuesday at 6 p.m. We'll have our JV and varsity against Union City. Also in the fall, we have girls golf.
Before we get to the legend VP,
yes,
I want to talk about Rick for a second.
Talk about Rick.
Rick is what we would call in the coaching profession a dude. Rick is a dude. He's awesome. He has attacked this position from the second he's gotten it. He's done a great job communicating, setting up practices and being here over the summer. Rick's going to do a good job. He's an asset to our school and community. He's a great teacher and a genuinely good person.
Yes.
Our volleyball program is going to be just fine.
Yep. We're looking forward to the season.
Yes. Now let's move on to the legend herself.
VP.
Girls golf.
Sarah Van Pelt.
VP has been the coach for, I can't remember what she told me. Maybe going like 7 years.
20
she told me. She is going to lead our program again. August 12th is their first golf match. It is at Union County. It's a 5 p.m. start. August 12th. Looking forward to our girls golf team and see how they can improve from last season. And then finally, we have cross country in the fall. And once again, Veatch, give me some words on Lawrence Hammer, would you?
What can I say? What can I say that everybody doesn't know?
There's no words to describe the man.
He's awesome. There are all the words to describe him.
I guess that's true. No in particular word.
He, as being the track coach, or the head track coach at least the past 5 years, and then assistant before that, getting to know him has been awesome, and he has just been a fountain of knowledge. He was a yin to my yang for sure. Very calm presence. Like I said, filled with knowledge, ready to help at any point. Lawrence is awesome. I jokingly called him my Yoda. He
makes sense.
Yes, and just even talk to him for 5 minutes is awesome for me. He's great. The kids like him, and he does a great job. Obviously, the results have shown for themselves. So
they start out as always with the Monroe Central, the Brian Meister. Goodness gracious, the Meister Family Memorial Run.
Meister.
It's went through a few different name changes. The Meister Family Memorial Run. We've hosted that since 2012.
It's a big day.
And big day. We host. I think we're up to 14 teams. I think high school and junior high. I need to double check that, but that's on August 24th. 9 a.m. is junior high, and 10 a.m. is high school. Also, shout out to my wife because that's her birthday that day. So, happy birthday, Kins, and just the morning, so we can spend the evening together. Every 5 or 6 years, it falls on that day. So, but the cross country team has had just a train of success since I've been around, pretty much.
Time.
So the last 15 years or so, and looking forward to that continue. Of course, as always, we graduated some guys and gals, but we have restocked and reloaded, and looking forward to another great season under Mr. Hammer's leadership and
tutelage.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Just
See,
pulled that one out the bag.
I know, thanks.
This has turned into an educational pod. Well, we are at a school system, I guess.
Back at the basketball, where do they get rid of the jamboree?
Football.
We
also get rid of basketball too.
Or that? I guess
basketball and football.
I didn't. I guess realize football had one. I was thinking basketball.
I can tell you from a football coach's standpoint that we did not enjoy the jamboree format.
Because it was just a quarter, or something like
and
that. That's kind of pointless.
It was, we didn't really.
I mean, that's the same
it.
with basketball, though, right?
Yeah, none of the coaches really enjoyed it. So
I was gonna say, I feel like it's.
I understand from a management standpoint.
Right.
How awesome those are, and even a fan standpoint to be able to
see
watch
the whole county. But
so there was a little bit of that, and obviously that was
sense.
done away with before I took over here.
Right.
But
that makes sense. I was just curious.
Mm-hmm. We also have a few, which I've started to put out a little bit. We have some new additions to the high school up here. Part of my job is now social media. Well, I'm public relations, but of course that also means social media. So I have created.
Yeah, officially, as if you haven't been doing that
That's
forever.
true. Yeah.
So,
high school, high school and elementary have now all have Facebooks, Instagrams, and Twitters that are official. The Facebooks, I guess, were both. Well, no, I had to create high school. Anyways, so get on any social media you have and look at Monroe Central High School or Monroe Central Elementary. There are now official pages, handles for those. But I posted on the high school today, but we have some official new hires that we have, and I kind of want to give them a shout out. And first, we actually have a few. We have Amanda Cooper. She's going to be our librarian. Max Bradley, it's a new position, and he's going to be our opportunity school. And then we have Karen Lloyd, is going to be our 8th grade science teacher. Anna Walters is going to be our 8th grade math teacher. And Sean Kennedy is going to be one of our high school math teachers. And then at the elementary, again, there are a decent amount of changes here. We have Yasmin Fields in 3rd grade, Reagan Bargy in 4th grade. Courtney Roach is the new elementary school counselor. 2nd grade, we have Callie Berry. And digital learning, we have Haley Collins. And there's a couple more positions open, actually. One at the high school. As far as I know, one at the high school, one at the elementary. So if you have any go on the school website and apply.
At the high school level, we are looking for an English teacher and an ag teacher.
Yes.
So if you know somebody, it's an awesome place to work.
Jim's still here.
Jim's still here.
You wouldn't know, though.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know.
No, I wouldn't know.
No, because we're not going to hire you.
Adrian,
Yeah.
I need a spot.
Also, obviously, shout-outs come at the end of the podcast, but I want to shout out Drew Reed. He was our ag teacher that left.
Yeah, Drew was great.
Bigger and better dreams of Drew, so I support him fully, but I'm going to miss that guy. He was wonderful this last school year. So.
Good for him.
We didn't hold being a native Falcon
Yes.
against him. He was awesome.
A little bit, but
Well, my wife is too, so
yeah. We give him a break every now and again.
It happens.
Yeah, but yeah,
Awesome.
good deal.
Adam,
Yes,
we got to talk about our Reds, man.
they're awful
It's disappointing.
every single year.
And have you also tortured yourself by watching and or listening to every single game
Yes.
this year? Yep.
Yep. Can't
Yep.
watch them because the
Blacked
blackout
us
or
out.
whatever. But I've listened. I'm not every single game. I've listened to some, and I just get my blood pressure gets
I'm
really
just
high.
ready
and-
every year for my heart to be broken. So sorry if you're,
We start off.
some people listening to
Yes.
this will be very happy.
Yes,
We're talking about
Yes.
that.
we
Others won't,
start
but-
off well, and we mid-season's terrible. Then we start off good again. Then we're terrible, and then we'll go to the end of the year, and then we're just even worse than terrible. And then Yep.
Hey, Ellie De La Cruz and Hunter Green have been bright spots.
Well, that's
And
great.
hopefully-
About it.
I know.
Yep.
Hopefully we keep them.
I mean,
but
we've had some games that
yeah.
we look
Really
fantastic, and we look great on paper, but that's just on paper.
I know.
We'll get it back. We'll get
Someday.
it back.
Someday.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll be
you
50.
at least were alive when they won in '90.
Yes,
Right?
I was
That's
alive.
true.
Just barely.
Yeah,
Newborn man.
Yeah.
I think that by the time they actually won the World Series, I was just starting to be able to hold my head up on my own.
Right.
So, yeah.
I was still unthought of.
Yeah.
Well,
I was really unthought of.
I mean, it was just spaghetti up
yeah,
there.
yeah.
What would have been October?
October of '90.
No,
I would have been.
you'd
I would have
thought of.
I would have been thought of. Hey,
Hey,
there you go.
I'm glad they thought of you because you're cool.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is so hot in
I
here.
know. Hey, be in the high school office.
I don't know how you have long sleeves on,
so
man.
Veatch, of course, said something about it, but yeah, they are replacing our air handlers in most of the schools. Some of it
Is that
is
just
still
what
good.
makes it go?
The
basically?
AC units? Yeah, they're gargantuan AC units.
They're doing a lot of upgrades around.
This school year especially, or this summer especially.
It's going to be nice. We get into the school year and it's all done and everything. It's just a lot at once.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in or around the school, don't be disconcerted if we encourage you to stay out of the school.
It's for your best interest.
Yeah, no doubt. It's hot.
We do have a open house on August 5th. It's a Monday before school starts. from 5 to 7, and I believe that's corporation-wide, so I think that's the high school.
Just to come check it out.
Wear shorts.
Yeah. We may be good by then. August 1st is the goal date, I think, but
August is still hot.
Yeah. We will see.
No doubt.
AP, you want to hit us with the Craig Knuckles dad jokes?
Well, I have to look them up because I forgot about them, and I don't know if I'll be able to have. Maybe. Dad jokes. I came unprepared today.
Yeah.
Usually I have them.
Shout out to Craig
saved.
Knuckles as well.
Absolutely.
Craig, thanks for creating this podcast and letting us
I
live it on.
got one for you.
Okay, go.
Oh, yeah, Veatch is full of dad jokes.
Yeah, go for it, Veatch.
What comes before Part B? Party. I'm gonna.
That's good.
I'm gonna go.
I like that one.
That was
good.
awful.
That was great. Okay. Hold on. How do you? Okay.
Not like that.
Not like that.
No.
Okay. I keep getting notifications because I have service. How do you make an artichoke? You strangle it. That was pretty good.
That's not bad. I told KP one earlier. You want to hear it?
Yeah, go.
Okay. You know, I used to play the triangle in the school orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
I had to quit. It was always something.
I love dad jokes so much. What did one plate whisper to the other plate?
What did they whisper?
Dinner is on me. These aren't great.
He didn't do his research.
Next week or whenever we do another one, I'll have them prepared. Okay, one more. Let's see.
I am sorry.
Yeah,
this is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I just lost.
Bleeding,
I lost it.
If your ears are bleeding at this point, yes. I am sorry.
That's it.
Well, interesting.
That's all it was.
That's okay.
Yeah, next time I'll be prepared.
Actually, you know what? I think we might find a position for you here.
As you should.
Okay, just keep that beard going, and you can be our mascot.
Call me Teen Wolf.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We're the Bears.
I know, but Teen Bear.
Teen Bear. We're not the Wolves. Figure it out.
If I could play basketball like Teen Wolf, that'd be even better.
That'd be good.
Veatch, what's top 3 movies? We've done this a few times.
Yep. Movies. My favorite movie of all time is Tommy Boy.
Okay.
All right, and I know
I love that movie.
I know in today's day and age, it's not exactly the most politically correct movie.
That's all right.
However, Chris Farley and David Spade together is just gold.
Yes.
Comedy
so
gold.
Perfect
it is
duo.
So good.
absolutely hilarious. Yep. To this day, I can watch it and still laugh.
Yep.
It's always funny. I actually have a Holy Schnikes shirt that I wear from time to time.
I had a Callahan Auto Parts shirt at one point.
Yeah. I just love that. And growing up in Ohio, and it took place in Ohio, obviously. I still love those places.
Right.
But
that worked out.
Just really, really, really funny movie. Boy, movies. There's a lot of
There's so many movies.
I'm going to miss one. I just know it. The movie Miracle. Yes.
You're talking about that there?
Yes,
Oh, it's so
about
good.
1980 U.S. hockey team.
Oh, it's so good.
Taking Don.
Just
The USSR.
Don. Yeah.
Taking them Don.
So good. Such a
Brilliant.
good movie.
A bunch of
I have a
kids.
Jim Craig jersey, actually.
A bunch of kids, college kids.
Yep.
From the nowhere USA.
Yep. Just dismantling teams.
Beat them.
Yep.
Amazing story. One of my favorite, actually. If you ever stop in my office, you will see a picture from that moment in my office.
I'll have to look. I didn't see it.
Number 3, it's going to get real crowded. I'll just leave it open-ended here. I tend to like, and this is for no reason at all, the mafia genre of movies. For some reason, I just eat that up. I love it. I laugh.
Great.
You know, Casino and Godfather and all those. Just I like that style, that genre of movie and TV show.
Yep.
Always have something about that accent to it. A gobble.
Yeah.
I got my top 3. You got yours?
I could, yeah, probably.
You know, real
ahead.
quick before you guys, I'm going to throw Sandlot in there. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
So actually, that's what I started off my list with.
Oh,
so
okay.
Sandlot's always been.
I didn't mean to steal your honor there.
It's been my number one movie probably since I was a kid.
The Great Bambino.
And then number 2 comes in The Greatest Showman.
Oh, that's a great.
We watched that a couple times.
We
in theaters.
literally, yeah. Just watched that the other day.
Number 3, National Treasure.
Oh,
can't go wrong.
Little Nicky Cage.
We used to watch National Treasure all the time.
I just had Reese watch it for the first time.
Here's the
She
thing.
like it?
Here's the thing. It's fun. It's completely unrealistic.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
It is so fun.
Lemons.
And it is.
When he shakes it,
Our dad gets so mad every
you
time.
just have a bowl of lemons in your fridge.
and it is so corny.
Oh,
'Cause
absolutely.
It's that Nick Cage.
Yeah. I don't know. Second one's pretty. Second one's actually not bad.
Book Shadows, baby.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That Nick Cage delivery where he just like solters over everything.
So good.
Well, it's on the back of the Declaration of
Independence.
Gotta love it.
I got a tie for first.
Okay.
Sandlot, Breakfast Club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and what's annoying about that movie is a kid now can watch it and not get it.
Not get it at all.
We're so
much
different.
different from
Yeah, and I mean, even for our age, technically, it was older than us at the time. However, growing up without cell phones, without internet, all that stuff. But
you can relate for sure.
That's a fantastic film.
Unbelievable movie.
Go ahead. I keep cutting you off. I'm gonna keep cutting you off.
That's fine. That's okay. See, okay, those are my 2. Second would be. What are you doing?
TikTok, baby.
Oh, okay. Second. Just I like all sorts of sports movies. There's so many sports movies I enjoy, and kind of like you, like I like kind of like the mafia type stuff or history movies. National Treasure. I mean, like we said, it's kind of not super accurate, but I don't know. I there's so many movies I can't pinpoint. I just know my top 2.
I got you.
That's about it.
We'll take that.
Yeah, but everything else, it's just.
I think a Remember the Titans
I was
would be up there.
Literally, Remember the Titans.
Strong
Yep,
side.
it's up there. Yeah, Remember the Titans. Yeah, Remember the Titans is up there. Rudy is up there.
Radio.
Radio's good. I like the basketball. The Texas Western. I think it was the
Glory Road.
Glory Road. Yeah, started all five black
that
guys. Hoosiers obviously is fantastic. Our mom is in Hoosiers.
Mm-hmm. And my Uncle Chad.
Wait.
In the crowd.
Wait, stop talking.
Yeah.
What?
In the crowd. When the first game at the Elitic game, when they go down to score the first layup, if you pause it, you can see them.
You can see my mom and then my Uncle Chad.
Mama Parkinson was in Hoosiers. Yeah. That is a flex, boys.
Yeah.
Living here in Indiana.
Absolutely.
They got out of school and went to Knightstown. They bust over there.
Sweet skirt on. Like a plaid skirt, because they had to dress in the era.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But yeah.
Timepiece.
Era.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, that takes you back to this. They did a 50-year reunion game at the Muncie Fieldhouse.
Yeah.
And played Milan, and the Fieldhouse was dressed up.
That's
ESPN
awesome.
Classic was there.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They were in the cheerleaders were in the old school outfits.
I think I remember hearing about that.
It was really cool.
Because when was that?
Oh gosh, that would have. What was it? 54 the Milan game?
Yeah, so
it'd been
04. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it'd been 04. Obviously, the game wasn't. We were really good in high school, and the game wasn't much to watch. But the environment was amazing, and it was a really cool experience.
That's awesome.
One of those things I got to do that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
And growing up, or in high school anyway, Monroe Central being in the North Central Conference, we went to every basketball game, so you got to see all the gyms, all the classic gyms in Indiana. And Newcastle was in the NCC at the time. Newcastle, Richmond, Kokomo, Marion, and just they don't have that in other places. They don't. Not in basketball.
I saw something. It was, I don't know if it was on Twitter or something. It was
largest gyms,
and like Indiana's just covered, and then there's like
one in Texas and
I
forget where else.
It was like Texas and like I think one was in Florida.
Yeah,
it was like just here and there, Like five total other states, and then everything else is
still king
Indiana.
here.
Yep,
Still
absolutely.
Each another thing we always ask our guests is favorite MC memory.
Favorite Monroe Central memory. Athletically, it would have to be the 2017 regional win over Southwood here at home. I don't think, besides the players and the coaches wearing brown and gold that night, thought we could win that game. So that Southwood team was so good. They had the leading passer and receiver in the state. The year previous, we had lost to Adams Central in the sectional, and they absolutely massacred Adams Central the week before. Yeah. And while we obviously watching it on film, right, we looked at each other and went, "Ooh, yeah. This is gonna be a handful." But what they didn't have were the dudes we had that night. Let me tell you, they didn't have a Casey Knatzer and a Wyatt Snyder and a Nick Mitchell and a Tucker Young and everybody on that team. And those boys scratched and clawed on maybe the most bitter cold night.
It was raining too, wasn't it?
Well, it rained. That whole week it rained all week long. The morning of the game, it quit raining. Okay. Temperature goes, drops,
freezing.
Wind out of nowhere.
Yep. Felt like 12 degrees.
That field.
Was it out there?
It was here.
Or it was here?
No,
it was. You're right.
That field felt like a parking lot. It was cold.
God, that's terrible.
And I was on top of the press box.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's even worse.
For that. And Ben and I were standing real close to each other because it was cold up there.
Oh, absolutely.
And just the way, the resolve our kids showed that night, and making Monroe Central history. I mean, for still a relatively young program.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. Winning our first sectional, going to the Sheridan game. We debate this all the time. The Sheridan game is the moment that maybe sticks with me the most because, we hadn't won a sectional yet. We had been, we're knocking on the door, and finally we go up to Sheridan, where my wife is from. We were not dating at that time yet. But interesting how that place has been kind of important in my life. We go up there and we play. Anybody who's not familiar, Bud Wright, their head coach, has won 9 state championships.
Good night.
Not 1, not 2, not 3,
that is insane.
Not 4, 9. And playing up there, it's a tough place to play. And our boys went up there and won the game pretty, I wouldn't say handily, but made it convincing. And the following week, come back home and playing the Southwood team we were able to beat. So that one sticks out. At least if I had the time to sit down and think about it, I could probably come up with a few more.
Yeah.
Our girls 4x8 team repeating as sectional champions last year. Yeah. That was awesome experience. So there's been a lot of at least athletically, which I'm going to stick to. Those are 2 that really stand out.
Yeah. Well, we do unfortunately have to wrap up the podcast. Adam's on his lunch, so thank you for being here.
I have to go back to work.
I got to go work now. Come on.
And we always do, Veatch, as you know, we do shout-outs. So real quick, of course, I always shout out Reese and Kinsey. Yes. And then I want to also shout out Nick Middleton. He's not the fondest of me right now because he's been wanting to be on the podcast. We had Veatch on here, but hey.
I thought we had him on the podcast.
No, we were going to, and then it didn't work out.
There are some bitter biscuits there for not being on the podcast.
Who would you like to shout out, Veatch?
I would like to shout out my wife again.
Good call. Yep.
Amazing. Just supportive. The fact she knows long hours. There will be times where it might be, 2 days where we really have a face-to-face,
seen each other.
in-person conversation. She can
always talk to Kinsey if she needs to.
Yeah, exactly. As a 2-sport coach, she's put up with that, and she knows, and she's very patient and loving. So
good,
definitely.
AP, who you got?
Alyssa, my wife, my dogs. Maddie just had surgery. She had her tail amputated. It got stuck in a door. So we've been going through that since May.
That's awful.
I know, it's terrible. So she has a little nub now.
It's a little corgi butt.
Yeah, little nub. Adorable, but
yeah. All right, Veatch, as we end every podcast, we can look at the camera here. Again, watch us on YouTube, Bear With Me Podcast. And thanks for listening. And
we'll be back. We'll be back more this year.
Yeah, we'll do after 3 Go Bears. Yep. I'm also going to try to. Can I? No, I got to hold it.
Technology.
Okay. All right, Veatch, here. I got it. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. All right. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
Go Bears!